Hi everyone, welcome to A Path to Balance Gentle Stretch. I'm Evie, and so I'll be your guide today. Today's class will just be a gentle series of stretches that are very familiar, and towards the end of class we'll actually incorporate a strap and do a few moves that the students in my classes really enjoy at the Optimum Health Institute. So anyway, we'll sort of take that on towards the end of class. At the beginning of class, it would just be some familiar basic moves and just to get us all stretched out and warmed up so that when we do use the strap, we feel like we're ready. So anyway, let's just come to a seat on our mats and just bring your hands to your knees. Let your eyes be heavy. We're just going to start with 3 deep breaths. So let's begin. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And another big breath in and a big breath out. And one more deep breath in and deep breath out. And then just gently opening our eyes. Let's begin. So let's bring the arms up out in front. We're going to inhale as we bring the arms up. We're going to exhale as we take that right arm open and just gently look over the shoulder. We're going to bring it back to center and then taking that left arm. And then we can get the breath involved, so we can inhale as we come forward, exhale as we open, inhale as we bring it back to front, and exhale as we open. Inhale, bring it back in. And exhale, open. Inhale as we bring it back in. And exhale, open. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, open. And this is our last time. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, open. And release, bring that arm back in, and let's give our arms a break. This time we're going to inhale, bring the arms up overhead, and then we're just going to drop that right hand behind the head for tricep stretch. Pull on that elbow, bringing the arm as close to your ear as you can, sliding the hand down between the scapula. And then release. Let's open up the arms. And this time, dropping the opposite hand down between the scapula. Getting a nice tricep stretch here. And then release. Let's take the arms up and relax the arms down. And then from here, let's take that right arm across the front of the body. We're going to pull it in using that left arm. And then from here, you can turn and just look over your right shoulder. Release. We're going to open up as we come through center and just pull those hands behind the shoulder, lift through the chest. Oh my goodness. And let's switch it up. And then again, just looking over the shoulder. and then release. Hands to the knees. So this time, let's pop that right foot out in front, and we're bringing the fingertips to the mat. We're gonna walk it out. So we go into a bit of a hip stretch here. You can go as far all the way down to your elbows. If you want to slide the hands out in front and just bring your head down, you can do that too. And then let's walk it in. Perfect. Let's switch it up. So as we come through center, maybe this is a good time to just paddle out those legs. I've been sitting cross-legged for a little bit. And then when you feel ready, let's pull it back in. This time, the left leg is out in front. And then we're fingertips to the mat. We're gonna walk it out. Go as far as you can. If you're here on your elbows, that's fine. You can be right here. This is fine too. Just wherever you start to feel that stretch. If you want to go all the way down, bring your head down. That's fine too. Just no matter where you are in this stretch, just always remember that you're still doing good work. So it doesn't matter if you can go to the floor or not. It just matters where you are today in your body. And just honor that. And yeah, no judgment. And then we're coming all the way back up. Perfect. Let's take the legs out and just paddle them out a little bit. Let them breathe. And then from here, we're going to go all the way over into cat-cow. So we're gonna come to bring the knees up underneath the hips, hands up underneath the shoulders. And from here, we're gonna drop the abdomen down. We're gonna look up, and then we're going to roll the spine up, drop the head down. This is our exhale breath. We're gonna inhale as we drop the abdomen down and look up. And then exhale as we roll the spine up, drop the head down. Inhale. And exhale. 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 And this is our last time all the way through. We're going to inhale. And exhale. Really make it count. Push the mat away from you. Really lift through the spine. Tuck the pelvic bone in. And then release. Let's come to neutral spine here. And then from here, we're going to bring the big toes together. Take those knees nice and wide, and we're gonna sit the hips back. Now, you can always we're gonna do thread the needle, but we're gonna do it in cat-cow position. So we're gonna send that right arm up underneath the left, and we're gonna go into that twist, stretching that left hand out in front or out on top of the head or above the head, and then just bring that right cheek to the mat. So it looks like this, right? That your arm is stretched out.
We're getting that nice stretch through the outside of the right shoulder. We're stretching into the hips. And of course, working a little twist. And then we're going to take a nice inhale. And then just gently push the chest up and send that right arm out. This time, bring the left arm under. Bring the left cheek to the mat. And then taking a nice gentle breath, we're gonna push the chest up, bring the arm out, and this time we're coming all the way up into hands, knees. From here, we can rock it back, and then we're going to bring that right foot in front. So bring your right foot to the mat. And from here, we're just going to slide those toes out in front, and then we're just going to drop into that left hip. So we're stretching through the front of the left hip here. Now you can keep your hands on the mat, right? Or you can always bring your hands to your knee. Now if you do this, you want to make sure that you pull, you want to imagine that you're pulling your inner right thigh and your left inner thigh together so that you don't sort of collapse into your hips, right? You're actually making it more active, working to pull the legs together. Now, bringing your hands to the mat, we're going to push the hips back. And we're going to bring the front foot up. Now, from here, you're just going to drop the head towards your knee, stretching into the back of that right leg. And perfect, let's release, let's come forward. This time we're going to just put the hands on the mat so we can release the foot. Bring that right knee back to the mat. This time you can come up onto your knees and then just bring your left knee to the mat. And this time you walk your toes forward and then lean into it. Now again, you want to imagine that you're pulling your legs together. If you come up onto your knees, right, or you put your hands on your knees, you want to imagine that you're pulling those legs together so that the legs are active. You're not just collapsing in, but you're actively pulling the legs together. Bringing the hands back to the mat. We're going to push the hips back and bring those toes up off the mat. You can walk your hands back. And then from here, just drop your head down towards your knee. And perfect. Let's come up. We're going to bend into the knee, bring the hands next to the feet, and then we're just going to pull that foot back and come back into your hands, knees position. And then from here, let's come over onto our bottoms. Now, I told you we would be working with our strap, so I want everyone to get the strap. I'm just gonna move my strap, my mat here. So I'm more aligned with the video. It's kind of off center. So anyway, now everybody's hamstrings are different. So if you've been in my class before, you'll sort of have an idea of where your strap needs to be, and it depends on the length of your strap as well. I have a very short strap that I'm working with, so it's about as tall as my leg to hip ratio. So that's sort of what I'm working with. Now, if you need, sometimes in class, people would have to put two straps together, so you would need to know that about yourself. And what we do is we just go ahead and lay down on the back and then bring the legs up. Now, in yoga, they have a pose called teardrop, where you, of course, hold your ankles or your feet, right? So when we use the strap, we're gonna do teardrop, but we're just gonna do a supported version. So we're gonna place the strap around the feet, and then we're gonna place the strap around the head. And my strap is just gonna go right above my ears. It fits around my head really comfortably like that. And so you just find what feels comfortable for you. Most people that do this really, really enjoy this. So if this isn't a comfort thing for you, if you don't like it, that I totally understand. But for me, this feels great because it is a supported teardrop. So you can see here, the backs of my legs are stretching, right? The back of my neck is stretching, and all I have to do is just breathe and chillax right here. And so that's what we do in my class. We just breathe and chillax. So I'll just give you a moment to sort it out. If you need to pause the video, you can do that while you're sorting out your strap. And mostly we spend about a minute and a half just sort of relaxing here, breathing into the backs of the legs and just allowing the backs of the legs to stretch. And I find that this is just a really comforting posture, like comforting in that, just sort of in a cocoon of sorts. I like to imagine that I'm inside of an egg. And then from here, you can just try this. Just bend the right leg or right knee. And yeah, just take your right leg out and then just open up through the front of those hips. Bring that foot all the way to the mat. Now we've got our left leg still stretching, bearing most of the weight here. But it feels pretty good too. You know, you can play with maybe moving the legs side to side. That brings a different intensity to the stretch as well. And then if you want to stretch your neck, then I like to take my arms out. Now just take it real slow and carefully, because if you've got a real sensitive neck, this may not work for you. But I like to let the leg fall out to the left. And you see how my head is sort of going with my leg here. Just do that and see how that feels. You're going to get a wonderful inner groin stretch. And then you can gently bring it back up. And then let's bring the right leg back up, replace the right leg, and drop the left leg out, and open. And then we're here just allowing the right leg to stretch. And again, you can kind of play with movement in that leg and just see if that works. You can find stillness. And then if you want to play with that neck stretch, and just gently let the leg fall out. Maybe lock your eyes on your knee and just watch your knee as it goes down, and that'll kind of guide your head down too, so that you feel that nice stretch. Perhaps. You also get a little inner groin stretch. And then we're bringing that leg back up. And then let's bring the other leg up. You can put your hands on your strap and assist with getting the legs in there. And then we're just here again in our little leg, our cocoon, our supported tier. And then let's release. So you can just pull your head out of that strap and just release your feet down, and just take a Savasana. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and roll over onto our side. And come all the way up. And then this is another thing that we play with in class. So we have to make our circle a little bit smaller. And then we just put the strap on. And then bringing your feet together. I might have to take it a little bit longer. Oops, even longer than that. Put it around your feet. And then push it down around your hip bones. And then walk yourself to the middle of your mat. And then just come down onto your arms. Or your elbows, really, and then come all the way down. And this gives you a little supported butterfly. Now, somebody did once ask me, now, why would you do that? But I think it's so it takes the pressure off of you, your body, your muscles to actually hold the posture. And we can just relax into it. And the focus becomes relaxing the muscles and allowing them to just open and do this work. And the strap just adds that extra support. And then how do we get out of this? That is the question. So what I like to do is I like to bring one leg up, and as I'm bringing that leg up, I just roll my foot out. And then you can do that with the other one too. Just bring your foot up, bring your feet back to the mat, lift your hips, and scooch out of that strap. And then from here, you can go ahead and slide those legs out long. And we'll finish up class with just a final twist. So we'll bring the right knee in, grab the right knee with the left hand, and just take that right hand long beside you. And just pull that leg across the body. Hips, the right hip comes up off the mat, and the hips stack. Now your gaze can be up towards the ceiling, or you can gently take your gaze towards your right fingertips. And then gently untwist. Slide that right leg out. Shake out your hips. Bring the left knee in. Grab the left knee with the right hand. Take that left hand out long beside you. And then, of course, pull the knee across the body, and gaze can just gently turn towards your left fingertips. And release. Let's untwist. We'll bring the whole body down on the mat for our final resting posture, our final Savasana. Just taking a few moments here to let all the energy flow. Let's just relax our toes, relax the feet, relax the ankles and the calves, relax the knees, relax the glutes, relax the thighs, relax the hips and the lower back, relax the abdominals, the diaphragm, the middle back. Relax the shoulders and the chest. Relax your arms and your elbows. Relax the forearms, the wrists, the palms and the fingers. Relax the back of your neck. Relax the throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your forehead. Relax your mind and just let your body float.